Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV, here to congratulate you on your primetime Avenger 261 LT travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. So let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, got your big awning you're going to have to leave room for. On your off campsite, no slide to think about, but what I do want you to think about is where your power water connections are going to be. They're both going to be behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, right here behind it. Water, power. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once we get our hitch undone, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. Got a power tongue jack here. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower the unit until it's level. Now, should you lose power, underneath this level bubble is a manual override. There you go, get that out of there for this hand crank. This will get this up and down if you don't have power. Make sure your rubber seal stays on there when you put that back on and keep any water from out of there. Just a one turn lock. Alright, once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit got these 3/4 inch stabilizing jacks. Hand crank here, you can use an impact driver or a drill gun, but you don't have far to go. So I just recommend using your hand. I also recommend getting some stabilizing jack pads and putting them down. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight, keep them from sinking into the ground. Use your 10% off coupon, grab a 4-pack, put one down underneath each one, and run these down just until they're taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, as far as you want to go down, remember our unit's already level, we're just trying to stabilize it. Once we got it stable, we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Now your 30 amp cord stores inside your unit. Just simply tuck it all right back inside here when you're done. Meantime, pull it all out. At the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug in to a 110 at home, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 15 reducer. Get your power hooked up, let's do your water. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines of your unit. I always use this when putting water in here because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Yours is located on the back of your unit. And all we're doing at this point, make sure you put our drain plug back in. May have left it out last time you were camping. Draining your hot water heater. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, then you can go ahead and turn this hose on. After the hose has been on for a little while, I want you to go inside and open up all your water taps. Get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Shut them off, then you'll know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn that on from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water, we're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we're just going to fill up our fresh water connection. Fill the tank up here, no need for a water pressure regulator, simply use a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. There's an overflow valve right here. or on the inside where you check the levels of your battery and black and gray tanks, there's also a freshwater button. Once that's full, remove that hose. Don't leave this unattended while you're filling it either. Have someone filling it here and watching it from the inside or the overflow valve. But once that's full, put your cap back on there, and then when you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to the city water that's already pressurized. Alright, we got power and water. I'm going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit here. Big pass-through storage here. Again, I said fresh water here. Down here is going to be your freshwater drain. That is a flue for your furnace. Two things on that. Make sure nothing's ever blocking it. And two, if you're running it, steer clear of it. It does get hot. That is a vent for your microwave. Access to the back of your fridge with a condensation drip. City water connection. Here's where you'll plug in your cable at campsites. Again, your power will store it right back inside there. Here's where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. And here's our low point drain. We're dumping our other water from the campsite. Got a spare tire on the back, looks brand new. I recommend getting a cover for them. You want to try to prevent these from getting dry rotted. Again, your hot water heater on the back here. Around the front here is some more storage. Access to your fresh water tank and all of your water lines. Your awning. Porch light, do got a couple of 110s out here as well. Come around front to the other side of your pass-through storage. Your propane does have a regulator on the front. So if you point it toward the tank you wish to use, lefty-loosey to open. Batteries, check your battery post now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go check out the inside. Coming up inside the unit, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Up and to our left is going to be my porch light and my interior light here at the entry door. Everything else is all done by hand. Here's your awning. I just want to show you on your awning. You're only going to want to run that out until that white flap falls down. And you can see the gray bar. Now these will continue to run themselves out past that point and start to run themselves in backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out and make sure you don't run it out farther than you need to. Continue into the living room here. You know your table will lift up. Remove these metal bars. Put your table lip on this brown lip that goes all the way around. Put your back cushions on top. Gives you another sleeping quarters. Over here in the corner is going to be your sound system. Turn that on. Turn the radio. It's indoor speakers. Over here is your Fire TV. Go through and set that up for wherever you're at. Back your bunk areas have their own individual lighting. Emergency exit window. So put an extra mattress on top there. It's out here. Our lighting. Have a hand crank open. Power exhaust vent here. Tub and shower. Next to your tub here is where you can turn on your water heater, your Atwood hot water heater. Over here is where you check the level of your brand new battery, your fresh tank. That's when I said you can hold down and tell when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Here's where you can turn on your water pump. 110 with GFCI reset back here in the corner. automatic fridge. Controls are up top. Simply turn that on. Press this in. Get that turned on. Auto. Turn it on up here. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're running off gas. Lift that up to go on gas. If that light comes on, your gas is low. Self-explanatory microwave. Below that you have a light and fan. Your cooktop. Looks like you turn this to light. Hit your spark. You have to press that in at the same time. Hit your spark and that'll light up there when your gas is turned on. Do have a pilot light down here for your oven. More individual lighting. This will jackknife down into your sleeping quarters. Back behind that is your thermostat. Turn on cool. Turn our fan on. Hear that. Turn it over to heat. Set that fan over to auto. Turn our temperature up. And that will get that fan on. Shut that. There it goes. Shut that off. Off and off. So if you put a couple of king twins in here, there's another TV that they're going to mount up there. Access to some more wiring and water. 110 here. Well, it covers everything in here. So leaving the campsite, I like to start by shutting off my lights, because then I can see all the individual lights I need to walk through the unit and shut off, which is going to be almost every single one of them. Doors and drawers. So I got these main ones off. Go through the unit. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to be left bouncing down the road as we travel. Look through and make sure everything's secure, and exit the unit. Now before you leave your dump station, you're going to want to lock and deadbolt that door before you hit the road. Fold your steps up. So 2 folds. One here and then that one tucks it in. At this point, if we are out boondocking, we can come to our freshwater drain, get down there and open that up. Everywhere else, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our power, our water, our cable, and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be behind your tires, on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, or your off-camp side of your trailer. That 10-foot hose comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up, hook the other end into the dump, and pull your black handle. That's going to be your one on your right, your sewer outlet. When that's done, you can go inside and check your panel. You can usually hear that it's empty. Once it is, close that black handle and pull your gray handle. Now your gray handle is going to clean your water, sinks and showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. When that's done, go ahead and close that handle, remove your hose, and conveniently and sanitarily store the sewage hose right in your bumper. Lastly, we're going to dump those low point drains. We're never done. We're going to cover out here to our hot water heater. And lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump some hot water out of here, so be careful. When that is done, close that, or your door won't close. Then you can pull your drain plug. Again, pressure release, then your drain plug. I'll dump the rest of it. Close up your hot water heater and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Avenger for many years to come. Happy camping.